What's up, everybody? This is Cody, aka DFS Prodigy, coming to you live with Jalin Fuller. How's it going, my man?
I'm doing good, brother. How about you?
Same old same, just trying to stay safe with the weather over here in Texas. It's been pretty
Oh
crazy
man,
here. Yeah.
that's rough, man. I'm hoping you stay real safe over
Yeah,
there right
yeah.
now.
Like we had to get a hotel for 3 days and everything because of how bad the power was out, no heat, everything was down here. It was like a weird, eerie feeling with everything just not having power. So it's been crazy here, to say the least, the past couple weeks. So basically, I just wanted to talk to you about what got you basically into fighting to begin with.
The biggest thing is the movement of it all. You see all the old movies, you see all the little shows and everything else. And you're like, well, no one, you can't move like that in real life. You can't do that in real
Yeah.
life. And then, this current level of MMA, yeah, they can. And it really was inspiring. The first one I saw was Uriah Hall putting down Adam Sella on the Ultimate Fighter, and I was like, wow, someone did that in a real fist fight, like a real fight, like while he's up in each other's faces. I was like, all right, yeah, I want to give this a shot. If not to just know how to defend myself, just to start my own journey as a martial artist.
So would you say Hall is your mentor basically growing up in the UFC fighting, or who's your mentor that you always looked up to basically in the UFC and fighting?
That would definitely be Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson, hands
Right.
down. Hands down.
So talk to me about your last fight, because that submission was pretty crazy. Like, what would you call that submission? Like, what was it basically? So I know that was a pretty
that
crazy.
was a ninja choke, man. That was the ninja choke. A lot of people call it a power guillotine.
Yeah.
I prefer my name. I prefer mine personally. It's a ninja choke.
Because
So
I mean,
forget everything else that you hear.
Yeah. That was like out of the world. Yeah, I was like, what in the world has happened when you got that submission? So I was like, that's crazy. Whatever you want to call it. Yeah, because I saw it on. It's different everywhere, and then it's basically one side calls it another thing, different side calls it a different thing. So it's all pretty much crazy, whatever it's called.
Mm-hmm.
So what's it like fighting in LFA basically right now?
I'm loving fighting in the LFA. 3 of my 4 pro fights have been with the LFA.
Yeah.
So I'm very lucky in that regard that I get to constantly compete with the LFA. So far at middleweight and 2 other catch weights. Hoping that we actually have a fight lined up with the LFA March 12th. And that's going to be finally at my actual weight class at 170. I have only fought at 170 once as a pro, so it'll be really good to get back there and where I do my best work.
So we got to keep that streak going, because right now you're on a 4-win streak. So we got to make it 5 on March 12th. Yeah, which I'm pretty excited about. That's definitely going to be a good fight. So what's it like training right now with COVID and everything? How's it different compared to non-COVID related?
I guess it's a bit more intimate, I guess. You're not allowed to have the big gatherings. You have to wear all the PPE.
Yeah.
But for me, I'd say my gym is very small anyway. Duke City
Yeah.
MMA, at any given time, there maybe are 5 to 6 of us in there. And it's nothing but quality training for me. I have all my main training partners with me at all times. So not too much actually for me has changed. And I know I'm one of the few people who can say I'm very thankful for that.
Right. So basically, how the training is basically the same though, compared to non-COVID, or how's it different, wearing masks and all the PPE gear and everything?
A lot
Some
more
fighters
cardio
changed.
pad work.
Yeah.
Way more cardio pad work.
Right.
Way more.
Right. That's what I'm about to say, because some people are like, my cardio is now on another level. I was like, I bet it is with wearing the mask and stuff. It's got to be crazy, basically.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. And it's advantageous.
Right.
I might keep to it. I might keep to it after it's all said and done. So who knows?
You might as I'm about to say. So what do you want to be remembered by the end of your UFC career? Is basically my last question that I have for you.
I would love to be remembered as the guy who the greatest fighter of all time molded himself after. That is what I look forward to the most. It's all about, for me, it's that would be my legacy. I know everyone talks about legacy and they think it's winning the belts and all that. And I'm like, hey, that's cool. That's great. But eventually another champion is going to come along that makes your championship run look like it was nothing. Right. So I'm just wanting to be that guy who, when the when the real GOAT, you know, because this sport's only like 29 years old, you know, like
Right.
we're not an old enough sport to really
Right.
have a greatest of all time. So once we get to that point, I would love for that guy to be like, oh man, Jalin Fuller, man, Jalin the gentleman. That's where I got it all from. That's where I
Yeah.
based it all off of. Like that was my
Yeah.
blueprint. So in that regard, I do everything I can to be the most complete, well-rounded martial artist I could possibly be.
Thank you so much, man, for coming on. And it was pretty nice talking to you, man.
Thank you, man. It's a pleasure, man. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. I'll catch you later.
Later. Bye.